Hey everyone, I want to tell you about a great tool called Chord Maestro. This tool is totally free, allows you to make your own chord charts, display them on a big screen so you don't have to use your music stands anymore. Hang out with me for a few minutes and I'll show you some of the cool features of this tool. So let's talk about the problem that Chord Maestro solves for us. If you've ever played in a live band, you know that it's really hard to remember all those chords and all the words to those songs. You get around this by using music stands on stage, which can hinder your movement, and it's easy to get lost because of that tiny little print. So what if you had something that would allow you to just basically look up at a big screen anytime you were wanting to know what the next chord was, and it would automatically be on the right set of music, the right page, the right lines, and so forth. That's kind of the goal of what Chord Maestro does. It allows you to put in your chord charts in a PDF format, and it will display them on a large screen for you. It also allows you to build your own custom chord charts and render them to PDF so that you can display them. So the first really cool feature is the ability to make your own chord charts. As you see here, I've got a page of basically markup that has all of my words, my lyrics, and the associated chords. You might recognize this as the Chord Pro format that has been around forever and a day. Well, the way this works is you specify different tags. So like I have a title tag, I can specify the key, the time signature, and I can even, if I want to add a new tag, I'll do this and it pops up a list of potential tags that I can use. So I can set the font size, or I can set the author or whatnot, whatever I need to do. And in addition to that, over on the side here, I can select a list of potential tags here. If I want to put a chord in, all I have to do is just hit the little square brackety things here and put in my chord, and bam, there it goes. You'll notice that I've got some syntax highlighting going on here. So the chords are actually highlighted in green, which makes it easy to see where the chords are. And if I have an unmatching chord or bracket here, it will actually mark it in red, so you can find your syntax errors pretty easily. One thing that you can do while you're building these things is you can do a split view here, and it'll actually show you the rendered version as you're building it, which is pretty cool. So let me just add another tag in here, say author, and I'll say my name, and watch. So I made that change, and it should see it shows up over here. So you can actually get sort of a real-time rendering as you go along. It does transposing as you would expect. Let me clear the split here and come back over here. So I can set the render key. I can change it to pretty much whatever I want, and I can hit this PDF button here, and it'll actually generate my PDF for me. There it is. And now we move on to the next stage. So this is just basically a PDF file. There's no real intelligent way to automatically determine where all these sections are. So we just mark them. It takes very little time. We use these things called anchors. So this little green anchor up here allows us to add these anchor points into the file. So I can click here. I've got a list of predefined ones that I can use. So we're going to go ahead and put those in. And when I click these, it actually adds a little green anchor point to the file. And that actually ends up being the waypoints of how we navigate through the chord chart. So I'll put a couple of ones in here. So let me just do another verse here. So now I've got 3 anchor points. And if I use my either my arrow keys on the keyboard or the navigation buttons up here, you can see I can step through, and it's quite easy. So let me add one more here. That's just a quick add, and I click that. So now I have 4 waypoints, and I'm done. The yellow box here indicates what a 1280 by 768 screen would look like. So like you knew your target screen was a certain size, you would set it, and it would show you, basically where you should put your anchor points in order to make it appear on the screen. Let's jump over to the next space. Let me say what I've got here, which is actually displaying this on a big screen. So I'm going to set this over here. I can drag my PDF file that I just edited over into what's called a set list. And here's where I can arrange my songs in the order that I'm going to play them, and can just step through the songs piece of cake. Chord Maestro is actually designed to be driven by a MIDI controller, so like a MIDI foot pedal, foot switch type of thing. You can get them online for, you know, $50 to $150, something like that. But it actually allows you to step through the songs using the foot pedal so that you're totally hands-free. We hit present, and now we've got a full screen view that is great for putting on a confidence screen so that everybody can see the chords, and we can, we can step through. Right now I'm just using the cursor keys to step through the song, but you can actually use a MIDI foot pedal, which is probably most likely how you're going to want to do it, so you can be hands-free. So this is great. We've got our manual control, but this is really where Chord Maestro is super useful, because it allows you to actually automate the stepping through of those anchor points. Let me show you how that works. So first of all, we come back here, we hit the chord, go to present. Now you see this little red dot indicating that we're recording. Now all we have to do is just play back the song like in our rehearsals. So like the band can just start playing the song like they normally would with whatever timing. You've got the click track in the background that tells you basically the tempo. And so you're stepping through the song as you're playing, and you're capturing the exact timing of when you want these chords to be on screen. So once you're done with that, we come back, and now we can actually play those events back in a live setting, and when we're actually doing a performance. Let me show you how that works. So let me just hit play here. Now we jump over here to the full screen. Now I'm not touching anything right now. So this is going to be basically fully automated. You can see the screen is changing. It's automatically moving to the next waypoint at the timing that was captured when I did my recording. So as long as you're playing at the same tempo, and this is really where the click track comes in, as long as you're playing at the same tempo, you're going to basically have the right chords on the screen when you need them. So it's really critical to have that click track, otherwise it would be really hard to match. But Chord Maestro has a built-in click track, and so we actually use this that's plugged in our ear, so it doesn't play out in the audience. So if I get lost, or if I suddenly forget, okay, what are we doing? All I have to do is just look up at the big screen, and boom, there's where I'm supposed to be. So you can't really get lost if you're using this method, because the right set of music is always on the screen. So very useful for doing live music. Chord Maestro is a tool that allows you to build your chord charts from scratch if you want, then mark them up for navigation, playing back so you can put them on a big screen, and then put them into a set list so then you can have on for your performance. You've got all your songs, and then you can play them back automatically so that you don't have to worry about changing the screen, and it's always changing the songs at the correct time. So to start off with here, just in review, so we've got our chord chart capability, which allows you to render a PDF file, and then you can go in and put in anchor points that allows you to just navigate through the song, and then we put the songs into a set list, which you can then present on a big screen and allow it to play back, the automated playback, so that you always have the right set of music on the screen at the right time, which means that you never get lost in the song. And so we've got the benefits of being able to create your own chord charts, getting rid of the music stands, and making sure that you are always at the right place in the song that you need to be. So great tool, very useful. Check it out.